Along with our Mac Trio, answering your questions that were posted on Facebook, emails, and YouTube again. But this time it's most mainly about our cage. So here we go. First question, plexiglass. Where did I get it? I got the plexiglass in a plastic store. They sell plastics like signs, display cases, and things like that. I called around and then asked if they have any scrap pieces. If they do, you probably could get it pretty cheap. If not, they have to cut out a whole piece for you. So that might be a little more expensive. This piece cost me $25. I measured my cage before I went. So this is my cage. I measured it from that side all the way to that end. And then this is actually 6 inches tall. And if you can, I'm not sure if you can see this, but there's actually holes. See the hole? There are actually holes on this plexiglass. So my intentions were, well, my original thinking were to attach the coroplast all the way up to here and then have this middle part open. But then I changed my mind. I don't want to go so far. I want to see my pigs better. So they're only attached 2 parts right here. I drilled holes on my coroplast, and then the holes already come drilled on the plexiglass, and then I combined it. See, I tie it together with cable ties, just like so. And then I covered this piece up with scrap paper, so the black doesn't show. Again, it is the same thing on this side. I actually can see better on this side, right here. Okay, so connected here through the plexiglass, and then this is the coroplast. And then you have the grits outside to hold it together. And since we have a long cage, I don't want it to sag. So my genius friend Liz came up with the idea of the plywood. I'm sure many of you guys know about the plywood already, but then it was a new idea to me, and I can't cut anything. I am known for being my confuzzleness and my clumsiness. So if I were to cut pieces, I'm gonna cut myself and kill myself. So Liz actually got that for me. So that's the plexiglass. This again is 6 inches tall. I think your pig should be smart enough to figure it out. Oh, look, there is a piece of see-through thingy, but it's a wall. Unless you have a mojo, which we did. And he spent many a day dunking the plexiglass. He will walk right up to the plexiglass, run into it, and then hence the kadunk. And then he will stop, look at it, and give it a go again. God bless my mojo. But that's our plexiglass. How big is our cage? Our cage is actually 2 levels high because of 3 pigs that do not get along. Maxwell lives down there in his bachelor pad, and he's all better from his URI, aren't you? He finished his antibiotics, and his weight is up to normal again. Right? And then Bruno and Emma, hi Emma, lives upstairs. It is 2 times, I don't know, 5 or yeah, 2 times 5. So 2 times 5 on the top, and the exact same replica of 2 times 5 on the bottom. So that is how big our cage. And then the bottom part, because it's so much crap, I have 2 levels of storage. There is the carrier, our beds, towels, more beds, bedding. I don't use Carefresh anymore. I use wood pine pellets. Doggy pads, food, hay, more food, hamper. And that's my Hello Kitty apron. Thank you very much. So this is our cage. I never changed much. I just really like the storage. Oh, you can actually, there's actually a second carrier in there too. See, I got all the space I want. How to give hay. Oh, I like that question. I actually, throughout the years, I've came up with a genius idea. See, my hay lives in this thingy, you know, made of coroplast. And then what I do is I pull it out. There is a little kitty bin in here. Put the hay in. That's Emma waking. Did you hear it? And then you just dump the hay in there. Ta-da! And you know what, people? It's not a bad system because look, there's no hay on the floor. No hay, no hay. Your hay just goes in there, and she loves her hay. I do the same thing for Maxwell. Maxwell is a little tricky. The clearance here is a little bit lower. So the tray actually have to go in this way and then dump it out that way. So that's how I divvy up my hay. This is really, really convenient. If you know me for a long time, you should know I am cheap and I'm lazy. So this is made from a recycled cage. I no longer want it. Same thing with the other one. This one actually houses Timothy right now, and then this one houses Alfalfa, because Maxwell is still on half and half of Alfalfa and Timothy. So that is how I divvy up my hay. Towels on the cage. How often do I change them? Okay. People would think my cage is fleece. It is actually not fleece. I don't use fleece. I'm sure there's tons of people who swear by fleece. They can, you know, they swear their firstborn on fleece, but I'm not big on fleece just because the hay sticks to it. So this is actually towel. And then underneath this towel, let me show you. That's my cheat sheet. Oh, there's Emma. Emma's curious about everything. So this is a towel. Underneath the towel is actually a layer of puppy pads. And then underneath the puppy pads is what I call a cage blankie. So our system is very simple. Every day, there's always an extra towel right where the hay bin meets their living quarter. I'm sorry, honey. Just because hay, they will just, you know, fall out randomly. So I can just pick it up and throw it in there. And then they usually like to sleep right in that corner. So I give them an extra petting. I change the towels every day. It's very easy, look. You just roll this whole thing up and take it out. And then you grab another wad of towel and then put it in. See, that's all it takes. So I do that every day. Again, of course, you sweep up the poops before you change the towels. So that is every day. And then every single week is when I do the scrub them. I put the pigs in the kitchen. I just clean the entire cage, sweep everything up, replace the bedding, and then use my cleaning solution. Talking about cleaning solution. Okay. Cleaning solution, I'm lazy. We all know that. You know, we all have empty bottles of Febreze and whatnot in the house. This is actually not Febreze anymore. This is actually my diluted bleach. So it's about, I'm gonna guess, 2 capfuls of bleach and then water. That's all it takes. I spritz everything. Well, by then the pigs are gonna be out in the kitchen, so they're not gonna be in here. Spray everything down, wipe everything down, and I go to another bottle, another spritz bottle, which just holds water, and then wipe everything down. So that's very simple. I do the same thing for the hay bin. So what I do every day is I clear out all the uneaten hay, if there's any, ha ha ha, funny. And then, see, it's actually lined with puppy pads. I roll up the puppy pads, which will take care of the bedding, and then I wipe the whole thing down with bleachy water too. So that's what I do. Next, bleach solution. Oh, jumping out. Gee, you know, many people ask me that. I do not have a pig that jumped out yet. I'm gonna touch wood on that. Do I have a wood? There. But you know your pig's the best. So in the very beginning, when I started going with low walls, what I used to do is on top of the low walls, I actually have grids here just to see how they are with the low walls. If they're okay, then I would actually remove the grid when I take pictures and things like that. And I think once they're okay with it, once they know that's their boundary, I feel better, and I took away all the grids. Okay, last question. How do I teach them circle and bell? Well, it's very simple. So here are some treats. Cilantro. Emma, 过来我 cilantro 要不要？过来宝宝。Emma, come here. So very simple. When you start out, it's very easy. As soon as she stands up, see, she's actually on my hands. Give her a treat. And then now all you have to do is tap on it. She knows, and she stands. And then again, you follow up with treats. Ow, that was my finger, by the way, Emma. Same thing with the bell. Let's see. Emma, can you ring my bell? Can you ring my bell? Good girl. Hold on. I'm trying to grab you a treat. Is it good? Can you ring my bell again on this side? I didn't hear it. Ring my bell. Good girl. Same thing, when I start training her to ring the bell, all I did was actually I ring the bell for her, and then as soon as she hears that, I give her a treat. Can you ring my bell again? Ring my bell? Good girl. There you go. So I hope I answered all of your questions here today. If you got more, let me know. Okay, Emma, you can go down now. You wanna say bye-bye? Give it a kiss. Emma, up. Good girl. Give a kiss. Bye-bye, everyone.